जय श्री माता जी. Today's live is on deities. आज का लाइव देवताओं पर है. So what do we need to learn about them? Their qualities with which we can attract them. And mistakes we make. चलो, देवताओं के बारे में जो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट जानने की बात होती है वो है गुण, जिनसे हम उन्हें आकर्षित करते हैं और जिनके विलुप्त होने पर हम उनका साथ से वंचित हो जाते हैं. एक सर्टेन लिमिट तक देवता हमारा साथ देते हैं और उसके बाद फिर वो हमें छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. Up to a certain level, deities stay with us and then they leave us. And that is the time when we call karma returns or this and that, pay up time. As I am saying correctly, you can see vibrations coming out of Shri Mataji's photo. They are getting brighter and darker. It is Sadashivadi Shakti. So now we begin with the first deity is Shri Ganesha in our Muladhara. Because the journey begins from Muladhara. Okay? Nirmal Ganesh point is this. And from this place, the Ida Nadi begins. I request everyone not to call at this time because life is on. Now, beginning of Ida Nadi and Sri Ganesh. Qualities are spontaneity. That means उस समय हम वर्तमान में रहें और जो कुछ आ रहा है अंदर से उसको होने दें. Second quality is innocence, abodhita, and purity, शुद्धता. इनके बिना ये पंखुड़ी नहीं खुलती. Second is, this petal belongs to Shri Dharti Mata. Half of a Muladhara is said to be in earth. Okay? So how it is in earth? See, chakras are like balls. And they have, we say, when they are rotating, we don't see the petals. Shri Mataji told us, when we have we are introduced to our Muladhara, then we see swastika. Okay? But when this is slightly nourished with Chaitanya, it becomes this opens like this. Okay? So, this petal. Okay? And when it is properly nourished, and it becomes like a ball. There is no petal. So from this frail, dried petal, you have to become a ball. That is one chakra I explained, Muladhara. It happens to all the 7 chakras. Okay? So, when we take like this or in this position, this particular thing is the green part, we remember, which holds the flower to the stem. This part, support part of is Bhumi Devi, and she also has an influence on petals because they are resting on it. Bhumi Devi or Dharti Mata. The soft view is Bhumi Devi, the strong when she becomes angry. It is Bhuvaneshwari. Okay? Bhuvaneshwari and Bhumi Devi. Soft form Bhumi Devi, strong form Bhuvaneshwari. When she rules like a queen, and Ishwari means the Swamini, and punish those who have wronged. So Bhumi Devi is the motherly form. Bhuvaneshwari is the kingly form, and kings do royalty to punish. Okay, so this and effect on petal can suck your Mooladhara down, can make the petals go back. And what does we get by worshipping Sri Bhumi Devi? When we worship us, we have harmony inside us. We resonate. There is no duality in our attitude. This when you are saying, this when I am saying. No, we have single rule for everyone alike. That is Bhumi Devi. Okay, we get Brahmanand. Right? We have Ritambra Pragya, Hamsa, has an effect of from Mooladhara. The inertia is sucked out. The brain opens. And it opens, ego and superego are managed at their place, and light comes in. So Bhumi Devi point as requested. When, see, we have known Ati Soumya, Ati Rodra, very soft and furious. Now what happened when she is soft? She is Bhumi Devi. She is motherly, nourishing you and that sort. But when she becomes angry, then we just, you could say, sin against us. We go on cutting jungles and we have qualities which is against the nature. We vandalize the nature. We had hot-tempered and we go on sinning. Then she takes Bhuvaneshwari. And when she becomes angry, all these natural calamities hit us. Okay? This is, when she is in form of Bhumi Devi, the major principle is Sri Lakshmi. And Shri Varah is the Vishnu in form of Vara is the husband. But when she takes the form of Bhuvaneshwari, she has Kali principle activated. And the form of Shiva with her is Trayambak. Okay, the third eye god. And you know what happens when Shiva opens her? His third eye. Now, again, there is one thing to understand in each and every case. We have heard about Holy Trinity. Okay? Holy Trinity means all the three deities. Sri Maha Kali on the left, Sri Maha Lakshmi on the center, and Sri Maha Saraswati in the right side. They make Holy Trinity. each and every particule which is made has this Holy Trinity. And it is for us to explain and understand. Actually, there's hardly difference between the deities. Like when you study organic chemistry, you form carbon and hydrogen. And together, whole organic chemistry is based upon hydrocarbons. And they take several forms and do several things. Same way, deities take several forms and take several actions, and they easily convert from one another, depending upon what the work is and where the work is. We can understand it by 10 incarnations of Sri Vishnu. Now, Vishnu is one. He is not 2, 3, 4. But he has taken 10 forms. According to the situation, the form is worshipped. Which demon is to be killed, which action is to be taken. Now, because we have lost this info, we have lost the key to success. We don't know when to worship Rama, when to worship Krishna, and this is what my talk today is. Okay, so we come back at Mooladhara. Now we talk about Sri Kartikeya. Sri Kartikeya holds the key to divine database. So when you want some knowledge from divinity or lost knowledge connect, you have to worship Sri Kartikeya. Sri Kartikeya's wife is Sri Shashti Devi. She is the protector of kids in the world. On the 6th day of the birth of the child, we used to have Shashti Pujan. And we worship Shashti Devi then. And we ask the Shashti Devi form of Shri Mataji to protect the kid. Now it is called medieval superstition of Hindu religion, and it was discarded. Look where it has led our children. They are unsafe. So what you have to do? You have to worship, give bandhan to all your children with Sri Shashti Devi Sakshat, so that they are protected. Because she is the governor of, or the, you could say, yes, the Chatti is known as, exactly, it was Shashti Pujan, which later on, they couldn't speak it clearly, so they call it Chhat, 6th. So it is Shashti, itself it means 6th. So that is the point. We take the mantra of Shashti Devi Sakshat, Sri Kartikeya Sakshat, and give the bandhan to the child so that angels and their army protects the child. Just by calling it superstitious, we have left our children unprotected. And this is what these demons wanted. Very plain and simple. They don't want you attentive towards your children. So leave them in next room. Even they teach a mother to leave a child as young as 6 months, 3 months in separate room, which is very bad. According to Sri Mataji, you should not leave your children alone. So this is what they have done. Whatever are natural instincts, they are trying to teach us to go against them. Okay? So, and when you worship Sri Kartikeya, obviously the divine army protects your Swadhisthana. The other day I told you, when Swadhisthana goes off, 6 chakras goes off. So you have to take care of your Swadhisthana, and right Mooladhara protects your Swadhisthana chakra. It has immediate effect on left Swadhisthana, so no bhoot can enter. So when you have Shri Kartikeya, you worship Kartikeya, you not only become knowledgeable, you also become strong. You are in divine company and you are protected by God. And you have an aura around it where others are in A with it and they like you. Back of Muladhara, this particular petal, has an effect from Sri Anusuya. She gives strengthen your Muladhara from the back. Now, Anusuya, who is she? She is the mother of Sri Adiguru Dattatreya. And what did she do to test her chastity? Sri Brahma, Sri Vishnu, Sri Shiva, the three deities went to him, and they, in the form of saints, and they asked not to. They asked for this breast milk from Sri Anusuya. It was very strange demand. So what did she do? She converted them in 6-month-old children, and then she fed them. So that is chastity for all of us. And the chastity part only protects us and takes us forward in divine world. As Shri Mataji asked us to read Devi Bhagavatam, and not many have read it. So this part also has the Mangal Chandika effect on us. I have told you Dharti Mata protects from the base. Anusuya protects from the back. Gauri protects from the center. See how important Muladhara is. There are so many deities present on this chakra. And Sri Mangal Chandika is here. That means wherever you go, auspiciousness follow, and it is established. Okay? So when we take, and her Bij Mantra, her name, everything is given in Devi Bhagavatam. We were all instructed to study Devi Bhagavatam. Study, not read. Because it has the prayers in each and every situation of life. But we did not bother so well. In later parts, firstly, Shri Mataji tried teaching us everything. We did not listen. So she asked us to read something. We did not read. And we became Sahaj Yogis without doing any work. So, Mangal Chandika, Shri Kartike, as everything is rotating. Nothing is stable. So when I say this petal, left and right, it might, by that time, it might have taken 7 turns. Nothing is stable. If the chakra is all right, it is rotating. Okay? So it doesn't matter, it is here, everywhere. This is why when we take Bija Mantra, say Lam is the center of Muladhara, and we say Lam. Because it's rotating. And we have to fill love in each and every petal. And there is nothing called a well-shaped form petal. What is it? It is petals are kind of rotating energies in relation to the chakra. Now, if you have studied about the domains in iron before it is made into a magnet, you will understand. Let me try to explain you. What happens? Ritu, I'll take another session in Hindi because otherwise nobody explains. मैं लूँगी एक. Say this is a iron box. Okay, piece of iron. Now this will face in this direction. Oh, the camera switched. This will face in this direction. This much will face in this direction. This much will face in this direction, hodgepodge, and so on and so forth. So they have field, but this is a small magnetic field, this is a small magnetic field, this is a small magnetic field, and this is another small magnetic field. Magnetic properties are present in iron, and this is how they make pockets, and these pockets can be called petals in the case of chakra. Now what do we do? When we say lam, it is like taking a magnet. Okay, this is my magnet. I move it in this direction, and then I don't take it back. I lift the magnet, take it back to this point, and then again give it this direction over it. Lam, pick it up. Lam, pick it up. Lam. What happens with each and every progression with lam? These pockets start streamlining in this direction. This is why I have to lift it up, not to take it back. ऐसे उठा के, we don't move in this direction. We lift it up and then take it. And all these domains synchronize to move into one direction, and we get north and south poles. So when there is center of chakra, this energy is rotating like this, like this, like this, like this, and we see the chakra petal. So there is a center, you see, and there are petals in different directions. So what happens? What happens? All of them leave their, there's these edges and everything, and soothe out into a bigger ball. And it is simply a ball. There is no petal. So firstly it was like, then it became this, and then it became just a cloud, a ball of Chaitanya. And this is how we become magnetic. Okay? So thank you, everybody. I would like to see notes. I would like you practicing just the Muladhar and a part of Muladhar. I have not yet explained complete Muladhar. It is just simply an introduction. I would like each and every one of you to make clean notes. Some people make very hodgepodge notes. No, notes have to be very clean, because that makes me understand what is the condition of your mind. Right? So thank you everyone for joining. Hindi session will be... When would you like to keep a Hindi session of this particular deity session? Just tell me. Yeah, practice session in the evening, and we'll go for it. And at the moment, we'll do our A-A-E-E. Okay, that's practice has to be. Teaching session will be in evening. At the moment, we will go for Ang Aha Hang Lam 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 Shing 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 Ham So Ham So Ham So Vitthal Vitthal Virat Virat. Now we practice. Form the swastik on the earth and let's give bandhan. We write the name of our country. Lam 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 Ham 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 Am An Im In Ring 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 Ing Aing Om Aum Ang Aha Shring 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 Ham So Ham So Ham So Vitthal Vitthal Virat Virat Vitthal Vitthal Virat Virat Vitthal Vitthal Virat Virat Hum 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 साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. Param Pujaniya Mataji, please bless my country and the world with collectivity. Let the good people collect to fight the evil. Give us the Shakti and your blessings. Let all the brothers and sisters unite and take part in the holy war and defeat the evil and their channels. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.